welcome back to 10 out of 10 Would Watch Again with Lauren and us.
Hello.
Just a wee disclaimer at the top of the episode. We are currently recording this in a Scottish heatwave. So if you can hear the noise of a fan in the background, noise canny, right? Just let it lie, right?
Just accept it.
This room is the temperature of the Amazon rainforest, and I'm not even joking. There's a difference between a Scottish heatwave and a heatwave anywhere else. We're just not a country built for anything above, grey and mild. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, we're just built for misery.
100%. There's no air conditioning anywhere. There's, all the hussies are built to keep the heat in, which is, we're dying, the cats are dying. It's a whole thing.
Oh.
Thoughts and prayers, troops. Thoughts and prayers. Anyway, so this week we actually have a viewer request. The lovely Luke has asked us if we fancied doing A Knight's Tale, and we said, yes, good sir, of course we will. I want to give Luke a wee plug quickly. We actually went to school with Luke, and do you know that way when you go to school and then you everyone grows up and you kind of fall out of touch and you got on with your own world?
Yeah.
And then we got a message from Luke a couple of weeks ago being like, oh my God, I found your podcast, blah, blah, blah. And we were like, oh my God, it's Luke. So he asked us to do this, and we were like, yes, purely because he's probably got a lot of blackmail on us from back in the day.
Aye.
So Luke, you can get whatever you want. But Luke is also a fabulous author, and his latest book, Witches of Merchant City, is now out with a sequel on the way. Get your copies bought, trips.
Wow.
You can get it in ebook or good old-fashioned paperback. Luke, if you're looking for somebody to record the audiobook, don't ask us, because our dulcet tones will absolutely ruin your material. Go and find somebody else.
Hold on a minute. That's fucking plenty for you.
Ross, come on now. Could you
I
imagine
can
us?
do it. And a witch done this, and a done that, right?
And the witch turned around and went, that's a lot of pish, mate.
Shut up, right?
Aye, so if you're in the mood for a wee fantasy Scottish tale, hit up the bold Luke. I'll put his stuff in the description for the episode and stuff, so it's kind of easier for everybody to go find it. But anyway, let's wire into A Knight's Tale. Ross, hit us with your pish.
Right, so it was released in May 2001, directed by Brian Helgeland. Sorry, I've probably massacred that.
At least it's better than your Swedish interpretations.
Aye.
Sidal.
Sidal. Starring Heath Ledger, Paul Bettany, Alan Tudyk, James Purefoy, and Big Mark Addy.
Love it.
Right. A budget of $65 million and a box office of $117.5 million.
Heel toe.
Yeah, with a runtime of 2 hours and 12 minutes.
This was a movie when we got asked to do it. I mean this from a place of love. I don't think we'd have chosen to do this movie.
No.
Not out of not liking the film or anything, but you know the way it's not a film we put on regularly. But see, when we sat down and watched it, I was like, why have I forgotten how good this movie
Oh,
is?
yeah. I mean, this movie had totally fallen off my radar.
Absolutely. And then we stuck it on. We were chuckling. We were getting all heated and
Yeah.
tense. But it's I was really enjoying myself. I was like, why have we not watched this?
Oh,
in
that's
years?
a great movie.
I always remember this movie being on in the background in places. Do you know what I mean? Whenever you went to pals' houses, it was on. Or I've seen bits of it over the years. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, aye.
But I think I'd only seen the full movie a handful of times. But no, 40 out of 10 choice, Luke. Thank you very much.
I get this confused with, was it Heath Ledger done Brothers Grimm as well?
Yes, with Matt Damon.
Yeah.
Oh, that movie was terrible.
Aye.
Yeah.
I'm guilty of kind of lobbing these two in together, so I'm not really that bothered.
Aye, he did a good kind of few like that. Remember that was the kind of period though of you had Brothers Grimm, but then round about that time there was Little Red Riding Hood and all that kind of stuff. No, we said that a couple of episodes ago when Hollywood goes in cycles.
Oh yeah,
that was that cycle.
Oh, it was just the fairy tale cycle, wasn't it? Was that you had Hansel and Gretel? Was that later?
There's been 2. You're talking about the Jeremy Renner one. That was Gemma Arterton.
Remember she was a thing.
Yeah, she was a solid thing.
Yeah, they tried. They really tried.
Yeah, we watched. Was it Prince of Persia? We watched that a while ago just for a buzz, and that movie has not aged well at all, and she's dreadful in it. She's just the exposition machine in it, being you must go over to these mountains and find the sun.
Yeah. just for a time reverse right at the end.
Aye.
Spoilers for Prince of Persia.
Fuck
Shite.
Prince of Persia. Jake Gyllenhaal's in it. We should have known it was pish.
Aye, fuck.
Sorry, Veronica. So, general overview of the movie. On the hunt for riches and glory, Heath Ledger becomes a master jouster and him and his pals try and get loads of cash.
Pretty much, aye.
But everyone is dressed... Well, actually, no, I'll save that. But everyone... This is knights in medieval times, but in the early 2000s. I think that would have been a better overview, to be honest. Now, we'd be arseholes if we didn't spend at least the first 5-10 minutes talking about Heath Ledger. Like, pour one out for the late great. Do you know what I mean? He was... Now, looking back, what an actor.
Oh, yeah.
What an actor. Like, I remember when he died because that was one of those ones my mum woke me up in the morning and was like, morning, get ready for school. By the way, Heath Ledger's dead. I was like, what? Like,
Such a random thing.
do you know what I mean? But, like, up until that point, I'd seen 10 Things I Hate About You. I'd seen Brokeback Mountain. I'd seen, obviously, The Dark Knight. I'd obviously seen this movie. But, like, I wouldn't say I'd been, like... I had his pictures on my wall, but I wouldn't say I was, like, a diehard Heath Ledger fan. Do you know what I mean? Like, I do think we're in our early 30s. Like, we were coming into cinema as he was. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, he was an actor who was ready to get to that, like, top level.
Absolutely.
I don't think he was quite there yet, but after The Dark Knight, he'd have done anything he wanted after that.
It would have been so interesting to see where his career would have gone, because, like you say, like his performance in The Dark Knight is incredible. Like, that movie in general is incredible, but he's great in it. I mean, he got a posthumous
Oscar for it, yeah.
Yeah. And so, like, I feel like he could have had his pick, you know?
Oh, he would have, I believe, after, like, Dark Knight anyway.
It is a shame that his last ever film was, like, Dr. Parnassus, but I'm glad that as a collective we've all went, no, it wasn't. Like, get that in the bin.
It's a Dark Knight. It's got to be in.
Totally. Like, do you know them? Like, I think after he died, going back and watching his movies, it's like, for such a short run, what a run. And also, if anybody's not seen it but is looking for a recommendation, he did this movie, I think it was like 2006 or something that came out, and it's this like heartbreaking but gorgeous film called Candy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and it's like Australian, he's like a drug addict with his drug addict girlfriend, one of those ones, but oh my God, like, rips you apart, same way Brokeback Mountain does, do you know what I mean? But I think the thing with Heath Ledger is, see, especially watching this movie, he's got that effortless charm. Like, he's got a wee side smile for stuff. Like, he's one of those actors that you can tell they're not acting, if that makes sense. Like, not with some actors, you can watch them process the scene.
Oh, it's just so easy to him.
Yeah, totally. Like, you can just tell he just walked in and went, "I killed a bird." Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, the only time you would think that you can see him going through the process, and not in a bad way, as the Joker.
Yes.
But I feel that, like, that had to be done because that's not effortless what he done there. Do you know what I mean?
Absolutely. Well, you've seen the work he put into it. Like, obviously, all of his kind of notebooks and stuff got released afterwards. But, like, that guy put work in for that character. Do you know what I mean? But what I don't mean is in, like, he can't act. I just mean that, like...
Oh, no. It shows a different side to him. Like, his talent.
Yeah. And even as the Joker, he's got this weird kind of magnetic charisma thing going on. Like,
he's able to steal, like, every scene. Which he's done in most movies anyway. But to do that in a movie of that magnitude...
And against Christian Bale, of all people.
Even that, like, Michael Caine. Like, he's such a presence as well. But as soon as it's a Joker movie, do you know what I mean?
Totally. The run alone, right? Like, take out his earlier movies and his stint that all Australians do in Home and Away. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
From 1999, 10 Things I Hate About You, which is a fucking classic, straight into The Patriot.
Fucking Patriot.
Listen, don't fuck with me on The Patriot.
Jesus.
That is a fucking belter of a movie.
I forgot he was in that.
I unironically love that fucking movie. Like, if you were to turn around to me at any point, can we do The Patriot on an episode? Actually, that's like a 3-hour film.
Yeah, it's the only 3 hours.
If I was to pick a 3-hour Mel Gibson movie, it wouldn't be The Patriot. It would be Braveheart. Then, straight into A Knight's Tale in 2001. He was also in Monsters Ball. He was in that Ned Kelly movie with Orlando Bloom. That was a bit shit, but everybody's allowed to have their dips. Lords of Dogtown, straight into Brothers Grimm, straight into Brokeback Mountain, straight into Candy, straight into I'm Not There, which was the original Bob Dylan movie, Chalamet, Know Where You Came From, do you know what I mean? Then into The Dark Knight, as I'm sorry, I'm not including Parnassus, straight into The Dark Knight. Like, what a run from 1999 to 2009. That's 10 years of solid movies.
Yeah, that's a person's career, and he's done this at 28.
100%.
Like, up until he's 28.
100%. Like, yeah, anybody else, you'd be like, I've been in some good films. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that's me just picking out the big ones. This guy was consistently working. Do you know what I mean? I think it would have been interesting to see where his career would have gone, but I think the legacy that he's left, that's good enough for me.
Oh, so even for the Joker alone, that's a big legacy. Like, nobody's topping that.
Yeah, totally. Like, I didn't think anybody was going to top Jack Nicholson's Joker.
Yeah.
And then Heath Ledger comes in and goes, bet. Do you know what I mean? Then the only kind of Jokers we've seen, I'm not including Joaquin Phoenix because I understand he was in a movie about the Joker.
A total different thing. Yeah.
Exactly. Like, they're not really considering that as, like, canon Batman universe, do you know what I mean? But, like, in the last Batman movie, you have Barry Keoghan behind a screen for, like, 30 seconds. Yeah. Allegedly, he's going to be in the next one. But see that Barry Keoghan, I bet you any money he's going to come out in an interview and be like, I think I'm better than Heath Ledger. And to that I say, sit down, you prick. Do you know what I mean?
No chance.
Absolutely not. Barry Keoghan, we're on to him now. He's gotten by the skin of his teeth, man. The skin of his teeth. If Saltburn hadn't happened, no. Oh, you said Banshees and Inisherin, last time we were talking about him.
He was brilliant in that.
That movie's a horror film. That is an absolute horror film. I watched it once and was like, that's plenty.
Biggest compliment you can give to Heath Ledger is that nobody's ever going to play the Joker that way.
Nope.
Because you're not going to compete.
No.
Like, it'll take a very special talent to come close to that.
Exactly.
I was just thinking, because you have Heath Ledger, then, like, years before, it was like River Phoenix and that.
Yeah.
I just wonder, like, as we've said, like, what would the acting landscape be now?
That's the thing, isn't it? Like, if those, because River Phoenix is before our time, but I've seen Stand By Me. That guy was class at like 13.
Yeah.
And like, I wonder, like you say, I wonder where River Phoenix and Heath would have ranked in like the kind of top lists. Like, would they be on an Oscar? Would they be on a multiple Oscar? Would they be like Leo DiCaprio, where you were just choking for them to get an Oscar? Like, I think that would have been really interesting. I like to think that they would have went on to do great things, because it would be so disappointing if it was like, oh, I was in this, oh, bye. Like,
I mean, think about it, like...
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Right.
Like, Heath Ledger doing the Joker, Christopher Nolan, think of all the movies he's done after it.
Well, that and Christopher Nolan uses the same guys.
Yeah.
Like, him and Cillian Murphy are like that. And sorry, gentle viewer, I'm crossing my fingers. And like, Tom Hardy's been in multiple Chris Nolan movies. Michael Caine's and fucking all of them. Like, do you know that way Robert Eggers' muse is Willem Dafoe? I feel like Michael Caine is Christopher Nolan's. Like, it's so bizarre.
Aye, so you think he could have been not all of Nolan's movies, but
he could have been in Oppenheimer.
You're talking about that. I mean, Odyssey, would have been in that?
Yeah, exactly. Like, would he be in Matt Damon's role? Like, when Matt Damon was in Oppenheimer and Matt Damon's going to be in Odyssey? Do you know what I mean? Like, would Heath Ledger have filled those shoes, you know?
I mean, the guy, if he's still in, would be under 50 still, so it's not as if he's...
That's crazy to me. That's so crazy to me.
Scary how young he was.
That's the thing, like, because we were young when it happened, I feel like... Only now you've said that, I'm like, oh my God, of course he would. Like, he wasn't old at all.
I mean, it doesn't happen to 28-year-olds, do you know what I mean?
No.
Like, it's just such a shame.
I know. Poor man out. Anyway, we'll carry on with the rest of the movie, but...
Cheer you up.
Big up the Heath. I mean, sorry, that was a heavy, depressing 10 minutes. We really seem to be on a Queen streak on this pod. Flash Gordon last week, and then this movie opens with We Will Rock You. Like, I forgot that, and as soon as it came on, I was like, you're fucking joking.
Yeah.
Like, so I wondered if that counts to our poll of last week, where we were like, what Queen songs and movie soundtracks? Like,
fuck, didn't think of that.
do you know what I mean? I thought the second it came on, I was like, fuck, I wish I knew there was in this.
I mean, the soundtrack for this movie is, like, mental.
It's so good.
Yeah.
Like, it's all, like, classic, like, modern classics, if you know what I mean. Like, there's this Boys Are Back in Town, all that kind of good stuff.
Like Bowie, AC/DC and that.
Yeah,
Insane.
yeah. There's a couple of Bowie songs in this. I'm like, good for you. So Heath Ledger plays William Thatcher, who is a night squire. And he's kind of from the grubby side of London, on the poorer side, shall we say. And basically, the knight that he squires for, would you say it like that?
I think so. I don't really know what
the knight that he squires for. That's so stupid. Anyway, the knight that he squires for. I'm not connecting myself. What happens to the knight? The knight.
There's no nice way. I think he shits himself to death.
Nice. Okay, so we're off to a classy start in this film, right? And our Heath decides, this is my chance. I want to be a knight. He's talked about how he's always wanted to be a knight since he was a kid. And his two pals, played by Mark Addy and Alan Tudyk, decide, aye, cool, why not? And they're in it for the glory and the riches. They're in it for the dollar. Yeah. But the only thing is, Heath Ledger isn't very good. So there's like a really funny training montage of him trying to like joust that. And Alan Tudyk is like his hot-headed pal with the gingerest of ginger hair you've ever seen in your life.
Oh, it's a shocker, isn't it?
And that guy's been on the Mango Twist, Schwarzkopf Live Die. And Mark Addy, he's kind of the one that manages to like talk sense into everybody. So they're like a wee kind of motley crew. Yeah. And yeah, Heath takes the knight's armour and suit of arms and all that good stuff, and they go off to join the jousting tournament to see how much they can make. Now, I feel like Mark Addy is so out of place in this film. Like, and this might just be me, right? But I understand the guy has been grafting since like the 90s. Like, he's been in everything, obviously, Game of Thrones, all that good stuff. To me, he's always your man for Full Monty or The Thin Blue Line. Remember The Thin Blue Line?
Oh, yeah, aye.
I like, he's always that to me. So I'm like, oh, okay, there he's there.
Everything I see him in, I was like, oh, fuck, I forgot he's in this.
Yeah.
I agree with you. He's an actor that, I mean, he's good in this. Like, nothing against him.
I'm absolutely minimising his career. Like, this guy's been solid working. Like, he's in everything.
That and a lot of American stuff, which surprised me. But I get what you mean, is that he shouldn't be in this, but he's great. He's great in it.
Totally. There's something dead natural about him. Do you know what I mean? Like, you could see him being a taxi driver that's having a drink in the pub, but obviously he's like this fucking Hollywood actor. Do you know what I mean?
He's like your uncle. Like, just went on set and done it.
I knew. Like, the actual actor who was supposed to play him was like, went out no well. The grips, like, right, cool, I'll do it.
I'll fill in for him. Fuck's sake.
So while they're on their travels to the tournament, they bump into a very naked Paul Bettany.
Aye, sure is.
Who plays Geoffrey Chaucer.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Yeah, who was like a medieval writer, dead famous, wrote Canterbury Tales. Pure famous, so he was.
Not as famous as Luke Belcourt, though.
Listen, hey!
Buy his book.
So he is like appalled that they don't know who he is or have read any of his books. Much like Luke Belcourt will be appalled that none of you know who he is. Sorry, Luke. So he says, if you feed and clothe me, what's it called?
Yeah, so there's two rules for jousting.
Right. Because of course you know this. You did this part. I know, Ginny, there is.
Aye. You have to be a knight.
Yep.
And to be a knight, you have to come from...
Noble.
A noble line.
Yep.
So...
I know you're not from a noble line, Henry.
Yeah.
Your line is not noble, Dill. But you can shout us all you want for about it.
A part of the deal to clothe and feed them is that he will write them or draw them a lineage.
That's it. Yeah,
so he can enter like proper tournaments.
Yeah. No, but there's like a fancy word for it that he says.
Yeah, it's all medieval. Don't worry about him.
Right, cool.
Lineage.
Cool.
Lineage.
Yeah, speaking of Paul Bettany, his story is kind of a funny one. Like, Paul Bettany, I feel like, was a pure that guy, but not a shite that guy, if you know what I mean. Like, remember that, like, terrible Wimbledon movie?
Oh, God.
Like, do you know what I mean? But obviously, but then he is good. Like, when you put him in things, he is good. Like, obviously, he was, like, really creepy in the Da Vinci Code and stuff. But it's funny because before Avengers, it was like, oh, it's that guy. Do you know what I mean? But his story is, like, he was going for auditions and kept getting knocked back, and a casting agent was like, "You'll never work in this town again." And he went outside to have a cigarette and a cry, and Jon Favreau phoned him and went, "Do you want to be the voice in Iron Man?" And he was like, "Aye, cool." And then that, I mean, he's still in Avengers, do you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, he doesn't need to do anything else now.
So, like, you know, obviously, like, there's loads of stories. I always like stories like that because it's like you were about to quit the biz and then you got the big call. Do you know what I mean?
It's weird though, because it's not as if he's only been like in one-hit wonders.
No,
like,
Paul Bettany's another one who's been like, this movie is full of like the solid grafters of the early 2000s.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I mean, you had this kind of started it off in like the Hollywood movies. I mean, A Beautiful Mind.
Oh yeah. Oh, and Russell Crowe.
Yeah, it's one of his big movies.
Yeah, okay.
Then Master.
I love that. I'm like, no, Paul Bettany's shite because he works in a Russell Crowe movie.
Then you had Master and Commander.
Another Russell Crowe movie. What is it with Paul Bettany and Russell Crowe? Anyway, sorry, carry on.
Make your money. do what you need to do.
Andy's married to Jennifer Connelly, who is stunning. But I used to always get her mixed up with Demi Moore. I think they look so alike.
No, fair enough, cool.
And she's also in one of my favourite movies, Requiem for a Dream, which I understand it's a bit rogue that it's one of your favourite movies, but the movie's beautiful, do you know what I mean? We might talk about that at some point.
No, fair enough.
So, while they're on their travels into the jousting tournament, Heath, he spots a wee stunner, and he's like, "Oh, I'm going to follow her on my horse, because that's not creepy at all." He follows her into a church. She won't give him her name, but she says, "Call me Fox." We do find out later on that her name's Jocelyn, but I'm just going to call her Fox for the rest of this episode. Oh, yeah. But he's so charming as her, Heath. See when he's like trying to get her name out of her, and he's like pure smiling and the wee dimples out. Honestly, I was kicking my wee feet and giggling like half this movie. Ross was like, "Do you want to get a grip?" I was like, "No, lick him." So we are then introduced to the villain of the tale, Count Adamar, played by Rufus Sewell? Rufus Sewell.
Aye, Rufus.
Aye, Big Rufus, who always plays an arsehole.
Oh, I can't help himself.
Honestly, he's been in like every B-list period drama, and he was also Count Armand in The Legend of Zorro.
Yeah.
So he is a good bad guy. Like, honestly, I was looking through his IMDb when I was looking for notes. This guy's Permo the bad guy. He's got one of their faces. But
he has an evil face.
Aye.
Like, not to insult him or anything, but he just has the look of a bad guy.
100%. He's a skeezy wee rat in this
Oh,
film. Yeah. So this is where we are introduced to James Purefoy, who at the start of the movie it seems like a shitebag knight. Like, he keeps backing out of stuff, but then you find out that he is Prince Edward, and I'm like, get down on your bad self. And it's young Purefoy as well.
Yeah.
I've not seen young Purefoy in a long time.
Yeah, it's a bit of a weird one, him in this movie.
Yeah, like such a rogue choice, but you know, fair play. But in this movie, I do understand why everybody fancies James Purefoy, because he's gorgeous in this film. This film is full of gorgeous people, and I'm going to say it multiple times during this episode.
No, fair enough.
Also, just while we're on stunning people, the lassie who plays Fox / Jocelyn, well, her name's Jocelyn, but you know what I mean. I have such respect that her hair is firmly rooted in the early 2000s. Like, she was like, fuck your medieval braids and your ornaments in the hair. I'm going for spiky red highlights. I want chunky purple highlights. Like, the atrocious headpieces. Do you remember them? Like, well, obviously you wouldn't have worn them.
Famous for knowing them, aye.
No, shut up. But I just mean, like, do you remember back in the day you used to get the baubles that was, like, spiky hair coming out of it? So you would, like, put your hair in a ponytail or a bun, and then this spiky thing would
Oh,
be
right, yeah.
You used to get them in, like, natural hair colours and then in, like, mad stupid bright colours. I'll have you know that I was known to wear a few of them in dance shows, okay?
No, fair enough.
Listen, they were great. So anyway, sorry, back onto the plot. So Heath faces off against evil Count Adamir. And we can confirm that Adamir's a bad guy because his knight armour's all black, his face is fully covered. I mean, I know your face needs to be fully covered when you're jousting, but you know what I mean? And the fact that he has a giant fist at the end of his lance, like, everything about that is just, ooh. Yeah. I think they call him the Dark Knight or the Black Knight at some point.
The Black Knight, I'm sure it is. Aye.
The Dark Knight. It all comes back to Batman.
I mean, this movie doesn't really try and complicate anything.
Oh, not at all.
From the beginning, it tells you, right, this is what we're doing. This is who we're up against. We're the goodies, he's the baddies.
100%.
Like, there's no... You don't need to think too hard about this movie at all.
No, not at all. So they get to a bit of the joust, and Heath's starting to beat him, and obviously Big Count Adamar's no happy about this. So uses the fist at the end of his lance to scalp Heath Ledger's helmet and like proper smashes it in the middle, and gives him the old-fashioned like, "You're not worthy enough to face me yet, Pat," or what is it? You've been made, you've been whatever.
You've been weighed, you've been measured, and you don't stand up or something.
Yeah, something like that. And like, you know that's coming up later on in the film. Like in any film, as soon as it's like, "You are not worthy for me," you're like, "Right, cool, I'll see you in 45 minutes, mate." Do you know what I mean?
I just want to see the script for this. It's really good.
Yeah.
Like the amount of quips and see like the droning monologues that Paul Bettany has. Like, they're all great.
They're so and like they're so funny. This movie's really funny. Like I do feel like especially after watching it, like we underrated this movie, and then we watched it and we were like, "This movie's class. Why have we not been watching this more?"
Yeah, this is just such a surprise.
Totally. Like, why is this not a staple Sunday film?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
100%. This is like the ultimate hangover film.
Oh, absolutely. Also, big up Laura Fraser, the Scottish blacksmith. Now, you might not know the name, but she is in literally every Scottish drama that has ever happened. She's the wee one with the mousy face and the black hair. She's in everything. Detective dramas, like emotional families being ripped apart dramas. She was also in the show that had our whole year at school tittering Lip Service, which was basically Glasgow's answer to Girls. It was filmed in Glasgow. Everyone looked great. That show literally took over our whole year in school. I remember every girl was talking about it.
Alright, cool.
I'm going to rewatch that. I've not seen that for years. It might be shite, by the way, now I've said that, but it was really good when we were like 16. So, Jocelyn invites Heath to a ball/feast kind of thing.
It's a thing like the Knights have after the tournament. They'll go for a feast.
Yeah. Also, Jocelyn's just hitting out with the chunky red and green spiky highlights with the gold tinsel. I respect this so much. I really respect that the costume designers went, "Right, we'll give you the medieval gown, but you're on your own with your hair," and she went, "Class, no danger." Like, I love this medieval movie rooted in 2000s fashion.
Oh, it dates the movie like perfectly.
Oh, gorgeous peak hair. The Count Adamar, he tries to throw Heath under the bus by being like, "Where is it you're from again? Do you want to show us a dance for your neck of the woods?" And Heath just like starts kicking his legs, swinging his arms straight into David Bowie, and it's class. It's like, how do you make a medieval castle feel like a club? Do you know what I mean?
Jocelyn kind of comes in and like helps him.
Yeah, totally. This is another part that I was kicking my wee feet and giggling at because it's his wee face. So Heath has decided that he wants his revenge on Adamar. He's basically shite-bagging if you don't Adamar. And Laura Fraser, the blacksmith, she makes him this, like, it's still steel, but it's, like, thinner, lightweight, fabulous. And there's, like, a montage of them, like, trialing out, and they're, like, throwing logs at him and running at him with stuff and all that. And he's like, "Oh, brilliant." So he keeps going through different parts of the tournament, waiting for Adamar, but Adamar, he doesn't sign up to any of them. But the tournaments that Heath's in, he's getting more of a name for himself. He's winning more and more. Like, the crowd love him. Like, he's getting up there in night terms, you know?
Yeah. So after this then, right, we find out that Adamar's had to go back to France to fight in the wars.
Yes.
And, like, it's only like a 2-minute scene, but I don't know how they manage this, but he gets the papers of the results.
Yeah. I like a bookie's line.
Yeah, it's such a weird thing, but all he sees is Ulrich von Liechtenstein's winning, and he just throws a wee huff and puts his dagger in his symbol.
Aye, he's like, "I'm fucking coming back for this."
Yeah, it's such a cheesy line.
Yeah.
I don't really understand it.
Yeah.
But then we find out that they can go to Paris to fight in jousting tournaments and win more money.
The city of love.
Yeah, okay. So they go over to Paris and enter all these tournaments. But this is when Heath Ledger writes a letter to Jocelyn.
Oh, I love this bit. Yeah, they're all like clubbing together to like write this letter.
Yeah.
And they're all like picking out lines of like between the six of them. They're like, oh, one time this person said this to me, and
Yeah.
one time this person said this to me.
Yeah, and like Chaucer, like i.e. Paul Bettany, sort of puts it all into a letter for him. I mean, he is a writer, so he should.
Yeah, it should be good.
But you have like certain quotes. Some of them are tasteless, some of them are beautiful.
Yeah, yeah.
So classic quote is, "I miss your breast."
Yeah. Yeah, so somewhere above her breast, her neck.
Yeah, like that. That's Heath Ledger's saying this. Then it goes from that to, I believe it's Mark Addy that says it.
Yeah.
Is it, "The pieces of my heart are broken so small that you could thread it through the eye of a needle."
Gorgeous. You've never said it that nice to me ever in your life.
You've never deserved it. Fuck off. So this sort of, you get the scene where she's reading it and Alan Tudyk's there.
So fucking funny. She's like crying like to all these beautiful bits of the letter, and then it cuts to Alan Tudyk at the side, and he's like dabbing his eyes.
And you get the bit where it's like, "Do you want to give him anything back?" Then it's like, okay. Then it cuts back to them at Paris getting ready for the first round of the tournament, I assume. And Alan Tudyk comes running back. Some journey, by the way.
100%. He's fucking flown back.
Just cutting to London to Paris, rapid. And so he comes running back. They're all happy to see him. And Heath Ledger keeps saying, "Has she got anything for me?" And he's like, "Oh, well, she is going to come here." They're all happy and that. Then he's like, "So what did she write back?" And you just see Alan Tudyk stand there like, "Oh, I don't know." He went, "Hurry up, man, tell me." He just smacks the lips on him.
100%. And Heath Ledger's like, "Yes, I guess yes."
Yeah,
and everyone's like, "All right, okay."
Everybody else go like, "What the fuck's going on here?"
That is so funny. That whole bit is so funny.
Yeah, it's such like lowbrow comedy, but it just works in this.
100%.
Like, it suits the full tone of this movie.
Totally.
So we cut to what I like to call the hooligan bit.
The hooligan bit, right?
So they're sitting in a pub.
Oh, yeah. I do like this bit. Yeah, you're right.
They're basically just, I guess, they're at a table and there's these Frenchmen at a table, being in Paris, funny enough.
Funnily enough, aye.
And they decide is that Chaucer goes over, because we've not even covered that he's a bad gambler.
Oh, yeah, the reason, like, he's with them is because he owes all this gambling debt, like...
So he goes up and says, "I've just bet them 50 florins that Ulrich von Liechtenstein will win in Paris." And they're getting all an Englishman will never win, and like French soil and all that. So he's like, "Right, 50 florins, that's all we've got." And he went, "Aye, but he's going to win." So they're like, "All right, we have to then." He's like, "We'll make so much more." Then come all these weird like football chants.
I was going to say that, yeah. It's like, oh, yeah, Liechtenstein, and all this, and you're like, all right, okay. Like,
Yeah, it's such a bizarre scene.
So funny.
So you have it. Then after this is a weird bit.
Mm-hmm.
Is it? I believe it's Notre Dame they go to.
Oh yeah, and Notre Dame looks tiny.
Yeah.
Teeny, dirty Notre Dame.
So it starts with like a weird like scene of seeing Notre Dame, then the worst CGI you'll ever see in your life.
100%. Like the walls look plasticine. Like.
Yeah, but not even that. The bit where she's looking at the bowl.
Oh yeah.
Like, why is that CGI?
Yeah, just show her reflex and just shut up.
Like that can't be. I mean, I'm not obviously a filmmaker, but that can't be that difficult.
No, I know. Watch some filmmaker phone us next week and be like, "Listen, you arsehole."
That would cost us millions to do. One shot, you have your nut.
Filming in water is incredibly difficult, I'll have you know. All right, neighbour, big man, sorry.
I would have took 15 men, you fucking dick. So they have like the romantic bit, because this is the first time they met after his beautiful letter.
Oh.
You know, they have a wee lovey-dovey moment, and one of the worst Notre Dames you'll ever see in your life.
Teeny tooty Notre Dame.
Yeah. And her he was like, "How can I prove my love to you?" And she was like, "I want you to lose."
And he melts down. He's like, "What do you mean no? Like, I'm on a streak." Like,
yeah, he's like, "I can't lose. I'm not going to." And she went, "Well, everybody wants to win for me, but nobody ever loses for me. So it's your choice what you want to do."
And Romance ain't dead because he takes a fucking tanking for her.
Well, this is it. This is when you get... I mean, I say it's like the first bit was like... Right, obviously his friends have put the bet on and all their money. But he's obviously like, "Oh, fuck, like, I need to lose." And they're like, "What you doing?"
Aye, because he just sits on his horse. He's not even trying.
Like, he takes an absolute battering.
100%. And then his pals are pure melting down. They're like, would you mean you're gonna lose for her? Like, stop that right now. And then he takes an absolute doing, and she turns around and is like, right, that's plenty. You've shown me that you're willing to lose. Now go and win the rest of this tournament. And his pals are like, phew.
Because it's a weird bit, is it? Because she sends a maid, like, I don't know what they'd be called. Like,
your handmaiden.
Yeah, to go and say to him, right, you can win again.
Aye.
But it shows you how badly he's been beaten, because he's got his arm like in this vice thing.
Yeah.
Like,
to get it, like, well, because I was like, because when we were watching this, I was like, oh, that looks lovely. I bet you if you were in that would just crack all the bits of your body you're needing cracked. And Ross was like, that's a vice lord, and to try and put his arm back in place. I was like, oh, fuck, right.
Yeah, if what I'm aware of, it's just literally to put the bones back in place.
Yeah, like, now when you look at the rack, like medieval racks, and you're like, oh, that would be lovely. That would just slip everything back into place.
Oh, I just did it to sort yourself out for 5 minutes.
100%. I remember when you and me were at the Tower of London, and it was like the torture bit. We were like, that looks great.
Aye, put us in it the new.
That looks smashing, so it does. So, funnily enough, he goes on to then win the rest of the tournament. And this bit, it always gives me the fear, right? So, Jocelyn goes to his tent to do a bit of the old devil's tango. And Paul Bettany's outside the tent and is like, bid him well, lady, bid him well. And nothing gives me the fear more than in movies or reality telly where your pals are buzzing for you to get your hole. Like, that, like, why? Like, it's like in Love Island when they get sent to the hideaway and they're all in the corridor being like, woo, yeah, all right. And it's like, I would die. Like,
yeah, it's such a weird.
Could you imagine that in real life? Do you know what I mean? Just people outside, like, yeah, like, stop it, go away.
Yeah, I don't understand why they do that in movies.
No, but we do get the scene where we see their kiss, and Heath Ledger is a face holder, ladies and gentlemen. Bonus points.
The kiss is pretty horrific, though.
Shut up.
They just sort of like mash into each other.
Shut up. He holds her face.
That's then it's just kind of like.
Fuck off.
I mean, he was, 19 at the time, so fair enough.
Oh my God, is he 19 in this film?
Well, 2008, 28, so 20.
That's...
Wouldn't it be far off it?
Disgusting. He's got great hair. Anyway, so they then go back to London to enter the World Championship of Jousting, right? And he's prepped, he's ready for a face-off with Big Adamir. And then Adamir drops the bomb and says he's in negotiations with Jocelyn's dad to basically make Jocelyn his wife. And Heath Ledger's like, the fuck you are, big man, that's my bird.
Yeah, he sort of says that, oh, I've heard you've been bedding women and winning tournaments and all that. He knows exactly what he's doing to him.
100%. So, throughout the movie, there's been flashbacks to Heath Ledger's childhood when he was William Thatcher with his dad, and how his dad used to take him to see the knights, and he was always like, oh, I want to be a knight, and people were like laughing him out the park, being like, you being a knight, that would be like asking you to change the stars and all this kind of thing. And he's like, really? Can a man change the stars? And his dad's like, that's my inspirational child right there. So the dad then takes William /Heath /Ulrich to a knight and is like, gonna let my Wayne be your squire. And then basically leaves him there. Like, is like, go live a good life, change your stars, right? So while Heath's in London, he decides, I'm going to go see if my dad is like still alive. And he goes to Cheapside, the poor part, and finds this wee girl and is like, oh, do you know somebody? And she's like, oh yeah, he lives up there, but he's blind now. Oh, he's blind
Oh,
now.
dear.
Oh, what's he like? And Big Heath goes in, and it is like this gorgeous, emotional reunion where he's like, I changed my stars. And everyone's like, just, honestly, I was choking up, man. I was like, guys, calm down. But while we're having this beautiful moment, unbeknownst to them, Adamar has had Heath followed and now knows that he's not a knight at all. He is a poor man's son and has no reason to be there. He's a commoner. Boo.
He basically lied about his whole lineage and everything, and it's all out in the open now.
100%. So everyone's like, you're going to need to forfeit the joust. Adamir's absolutely outed you a belter here. You're going to need to run or they're going to throw you in the stocks. And Heath's like, I don't do running away. And everyone's like, no, seriously, they're going to throw you in prison. He's like, no, my pride will not stop me. So he gets all knighted up, and like the second he goes into the tournament, they're like, and here we go. Yeah. Like, immediately arrested. Immediately.
Yeah, doesn't even get a chance.
No, not at all. And while he's in prison, Adamar comes to his cell to kind of gloat and like get in a few licks, and does that. You've been made, you've been measured, you've been found not worthy. Yeah. And Heath's like, is that fucking right? So they then throw Heath in the stocks, which is the thing where they put your head and your arms out. But do you remember Hunchback of Notre Dame, the cartoon? It was like, I'm free, dang it. And he would just fall into different things. Every time I see the stocks, it always makes me laugh. Obviously not a funny thing at the time, but Hunchback of Notre Dame made it hilarious.
Fuck off.
What? I'm free, dang it.
Jesus, man.
So, while Heath's in the stocks, we hear, stop! James Purefoy arrives again, the Prince of England. And yous are going to know exactly what we're about to say. The Prince of England pulls him out of the stocks and immediately knights him Sir William Thatcher, which means he can go back into the tournament and has a fighting chance to beat Adamar. We'll
preface this with that the only reason the Prince kind of respects him is because at one of the previous tournaments, he's the only one that would challenge him.
That's right, yeah.
Because you see a lot of them, I'm pretty sure it is Adamar, when he realises who it is like, no. And you see the Prince, oh, for that fuck's sake.
I'm choking for a joust trip, do you know what I mean?
Then
it's... I'm choking for a joust.
Then it's Heath Ledger's turn, and he went, you need to do it to Prince, you can't hurt the royal family.
Heath Ledger's like, watch me.
He's like, if he wants to do it, I'll fucking do it, like, I don't care. Then he does it, and the day on, he's like, oh, you've earned my respect. He's like, you're the only one brave enough to joust me. And he's like, you're not that very good though, because you get beat every time you do it.
Sit down.
Like, I think that's why they're scared. It's not the hurt, is it? They know they're going to hurt him because he's shite at jousting. Partly because nobody will challenge him, but that's not his fault.
He's not had the practice in.
Aye.
So that's where man Sir William Thatcher, and this is it, folks. This is the face-off we've been waiting for since about 20 minutes into this film. But Count Adamir, he's a crafty bastard, and he tips his lance. So the fist is, what does he say it's made of? Like sugar and I can't remember now, but it's basically, it's not metal. Yeah. So it's going to pierce him. Yeah. So the second that hits him, the fist's going to smash, and the tip is going to pierce his shoulder. Which, funnily enough, is exactly what happens 30 seconds in. And Heath's sitting there with a stab in the shoulder, and he's like, oh, for fuck's sake. But he keeps going, and they're like, stop it, you nutter, you've been stabbed. To the point where he's like to Alan Tudyk, just tie the fucking lance to my arm. Like, he can't even wear his armour, because, like, everything's just hurting. Yeah, it's restricting him. I can imagine being stabbed with hurt, you know? Funny feeling, So, the bold Heath, he's looking fucked. His pals have strapped the lance to his arm. Everyone's like, don't be fucking stupid, Heath, stop it. And then Jocelyn brings his dad, doesn't he? His dad's standing there. So you know this is the inspirational moment where Heath's like, fuck it, I'm in. So Heath, like, fires, like, that horse is going like the fucking pace. And as he's running towards Adamir, is like, William! And, like, fucking disconnects Adamir for his fucking suit armour. Adamir is on the floor. Which is also a bit that Heath Ledger says at the start of the movie of, like, the next time I see you, I'll be gloating over your fallen body or something like that. Yeah, because we've not went over this. I don't know them that well, but the rules of jousting is that you have 3 lances. Yeah. And I think, I mean, it's such a weird, bizarre fucking sport anyway. I don't know why it was ever a thing. You got heavy into looking up jousting after this film. I was like, Ross, I think you're taking this a bit deep, my guy. Yeah, they kind of explain it as that 3 lances, and if you're 2-0 up, if you disconnect the other guy for his Nikes, like, and put him on his arse or take his helmet off, you win. Aye. Don't know why, but I suppose it's just, that might be the rules, or it might just fit this movie. Aye. But that's pretty much what he does, because this guy gets his shit rocked. Doesn't he? Yeah. Doesn't he? Like, you feel it when he drops to the floor, man. It's like, oh. And this is when Will and all his pals stand over him and are like, you've been made, you've been bested, you've, like, you know what I mean? Like, pure gloating
Yeah.
bastards. I'm like, yes. And as the crowds are cheering, the Bold William Nipsey's Bird and You Shook Me All Night Long by AC/DC plays us out to the end of the film. What a movie. What a fucking movie.
Yeah, I was just saying, it's like a sleeper movie. Like, fantastic.
Oh, absolutely. And, like, thank you, Luke, for even asking us to do this, or else we'd still have been sleeping on A Knight's Tale.
Yeah, this would never have been thought of in our house.
This would have been oh no, we've not got a movie this week. We need to find something.
100%, aye. Well in.
So, we'll move on to the rest of the categories. So, what do you have for Let's Go?
Oh, as soon as Queen comes on.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Right.
100%. I just say, this movie does not fuck about.
No, and the soundtrack is so class.
Yeah.
I've got when James Purefoy knights him and he goes and gets all suited up.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, fucking yes! Show it to me, you bastard. What's your favourite scene?
Training montage.
Yeah?
Yeah, but it's just him being... They're just all having a laugh, and 100%. You can tell they had fun doing this.
Yeah. I don't really have, like, one scene in particular, but I love all of the, like, banter between Paul Bettany and Alan Tudyk. Like, they just wind each other up the whole time, and they've got this gorgeous chemistry. Like you were saying, though, like, all of them have great chemistry together. Like, apparently they all stayed friends. Like,
oh, wouldn't surprise me, aye.
And, yeah, you can tell, though, from this film, you're like, oh, it's just a bunch of pals having a laugh, isn't it?
I mean, the thing is, I assume it's filmed they all film these in Czech Republic.
Yes, funnily enough, this was filmed.
So you're just all hanging about for, I don't know however long the filming is, like 6 weeks, whatever it is. Like, you're going to make pals, aren't you? I mean, all kind of young guys just getting paid a lot of money to make a good movie.
Hungry guys as well. I mean that, like, as in, like, ambitious. Do you know what I mean?
Aye. Just maybe this could have been their first big break in, like, a Hollywood movie or whatever.
Totally.
Well, maybe not Mark Addy, I think he'd done a lot of stuff in the 90s.
Yeah.
But the rest of them was just these guys that, right, we've got a break. Young, let's just do it and have fun.
100%.
Yeah, 100%, aye.
Right, I'll dive into useless information. I think some of this you'll quite like.
Yeah.
I've only got one for who was almost in the film, but I'll stick with it with you. So, there was a period of 2 years where there are no records of Geoffrey Chaucer and what he was up to, basically. This film is allegedly set in those 2 years.
That's how you get around that, I suppose.
Into it. I was all funny that, into it. At the end of the movie, when Chaucer says, I'll write this one down, A Knight's Tale is the title of the first chapter in Canterbury Tales.
Oh, right, okay.
There you go. So it did happen. This is a factual story.
Yeah, real life.
The first scene of two knights fighting is actually a blooper of an accident that happened to Heath Ledger's stunt double. So the opponent's lance was supposed to hit in the middle of his chest, and it hit a bit further up and smashed the stunt double off of the horse. So that's all real what happened. And they were just like, no, that's class. Like, that's getting stuck in the opening montage.
Yeah, that's brilliant.
100%. This one I really liked. So to make the lances shatter, they were made from pre-scored, hollowed out balsa wood. Apparently the fact that it's balsa wood's like super important. I don't really know that much about wood. But
I'm not a wood guy.
The lances were then filled with wood chips, wood shavings, and uncooked spaghetti. So that there was like more kind of splinters everywhere. I thought that was really cool. Like, I got the wood chips, but I was like, fucking spaghetti, who's thought of that?
I would love to be one of the, like, my job would be, like, do the Foley for a movie, like, sound effects and that, or do the props. Like, that'd be such a cool fucking job.
Yeah, like, the guy who figured out, like, dropping a watermelon sounds like getting punched in the face. Like, how are you,
Like, mad. I want to be the guys that just record all this weird shit.
Yeah, I sit and, like, squelching in, like, chicken soup or something like that. Yeah.
Just the weirdest things you can come up with to make it work.
100%. Paul Bettany developed laryngitis multiple times as a result of all of the yelling he had to do in this film.
Fair enough, I can see that.
Aye. When Sir Ulrich is first introduced in the sword fencing pit, the crowd doesn't react at first until Mark Addy prompts them to cheer. The reason for this was that all the extras were Czech and didn't understand English. I was like, fair fucks.
Nah, you can't blame them for that one.
It works though, and the moment was left in to add to the kind of awkward funniness of what was going on. Hegland, the director, if I've pronounced that right. I can't tell who murdered it, me or Ross, or
It's
both.
probably me.
Both. He wanted to include modern music to show how medieval people felt about their music back in the day. Now, fair fucks, but it's given very when Baz Luhrmann put hip hop in Great Gatsby and was like, oh yeah, because hip hop's the new jazz, and it's like, I get where you're going with it, but it's a bit wanky. Do you know what I mean?
Aye, a bit full of yourself there.
Aye, but try hard, relax. Heath Ledger knocked out the director's front tooth while trying to demonstrate a jousting move. It took several months before the director's mouth fully recovered enough to get his teeth fixed.
Oh.
Apparently, that was the only serious injury that happened, and it's not even to a fucking stunt double.
I'm surprised at that. I thought there'd be a lot of injuries.
100%. Could you imagine though, like your big Hollywood movie, and you've knocked out the director's tooth?
How did the stuntman not get it doing? Because he ate shit in the intro. Like he gets rocked hard.
I suppose stuntmen are used to it. Do you know what I mean? They've got like a callus all over their body.
Aye, there's getting used to it though than getting fucked with a fucking joust and like falling off a horse and like hitting the flare. Like, I mean, obviously it's no real fucking armour, but that's got to hurt even more.
Aye, 100%. You'd hope there was like some sponges under the armour. Paul Bettany's nude scene was filmed on his very first day on set in front of a crowd of extras who kept screaming at him and heckling him.
Oh, that. Suppose best to get out of the way, isn't it?
That's fair. And he does it like a pro, do you know what I mean? But I don't, like, could you imagine showing up to set and being like, oh, we're doing your nude scene today? Like, what? Like, I didn't shave my arse.
Nah, they've got to get it out of the way. That way it's done. You're not worrying about it. Just do it.
Yeah. Chaucer refers, which I feel like I've said this guy's name about 5 different times in this podcast. Chaucer, whatever you want.
Paul Bettany.
Aye, Paul Bettany. Paul Bettany refers to Sir Ulrich as the Seeker of Serenity. Serenity is the name of the ship that Alan Tudyk pilots in Firefly the TV show and Serenity the movie.
Ah, okay.
That's obviously not on purpose, but I was like, fucking age.
Nah, we connection.
I love when shit like that happens.
Aye.
Heath Ledger was cast in this movie after the director was blown away by his performance in The Patriot.
Nice.
Yes.
Good on him.
One more for The Patriot. Hyoto.
Forgot about he was in The Patriot. That's amazing.
Yeah.
What a career he had, man.
I know.
It's a shame.
Drew Carey auditioned for Paul Bettany's role because I'm sick of murdering Chaucer.
Drew Carey?
Drew Carey auditioned for it, but was turned down due to being seen as too disruptive on set. Apparently, like the previous movie he made before this, he fucking wrecked the joint and was just like annoying all the actors and all this kind of shit.
That wouldn't have worked with Drew Carey.
Now here's the big one. In the role of Count Adamir, we almost had Daniel Craig.
I can see it.
Well, the reason he wasn't and he got right to the final stages was that the director said he looked too similar to Heath Ledger and wanted more of a visual contrast, which I get and don't get, because I get that like Daniel Craig is like blonde also, but I don't know, 2001 Daniel Craig I don't really see.
Yeah, if I was Daniel Craig, I'd be pissed at that.
Aye. Like, dye your hair, mate. Hair dye exists.
Yeah, I mean,
get a wig.
They did it with Alan Tudyk, so they could have done it with him if they wanted.
Oh my god, Alan Tudyk on that Bleach London fucking wild tangerine. No, that is the gingerest hair I have ever seen in my life, and my hair was highlighter orange for about 6 months. I
mean, Daniel Craig's no complaint. He's fucking James Bond.
Aye.
So fair enough. Do you know what I mean?
Right, we'll jump into A. I don't have any A's.
I've got one.
Of course you do.
And my thing is see with him in negotiations with the king to get his daughter, or the Jocelyn, in negotiations to get Jocelyn.
Yes.
Does this change now that he lost a jousting battle?
And the fact that she's ran onto the pitch and nipped Heath Ledger.
But
I mean, that's basically outing their relationship there.
Yeah, but it didn't matter. People didn't really marry for love. Yeah. This was about family connections. So
you promised me 10 bags of gold and your best cow for my daughter.
So like, even though,
is that what my dad said to you when you asked to marry me? Give me a cow.
Well, he was trying to give me it. So get rid of her. But even though like Heath Ledger's a knight now, but
Yeah.
he doesn't have anything still.
Yeah.
Like, what's he going to do? You can have my dad.
Aye. Here's my dad's fucked house that's
Aye.
leaking rain everywhere.
Yeah, so I don't really think it would change much because they still be like, I still want all your shit. I mean, Rufus Sewell in this, Adamir, came from a very prestigious family and all that,
yeah.
so it's like he could still just be like, yeah, I'm still in negotiations, fuck you.
Oh, Ross, don't kill the romance.
I mean, they could still love each other, it's just that she ain't marrying him. Let's be honest.
He's her concubine.
Like, at the end of the day, he could just have a last laugh, and technically it's only one each with they two.
Ooh.
So why was there no a third? I want the rematch.
A Knight's Tale 2, the rematch.
But yeah, I don't see any, like, how this could still end perfect for them.
No, I get you. But you are an unromantic arsehole, so therefore your A is flung in the bin.
No, fair enough.
Have you got a worse guy whose hairline's receding?
Oh, it's got to be Adamir, isn't it? He's the only bad guy in this.
Yeah. That's not who I've got.
Who have you got?
So I've got his dad. Heath's dad. Right. Not right now. Hear me out. Fucking hear me out.
Guy's a peasant and blind.
No.
How? What?
No.
Are you evil?
Hear me out. He played the evil stepdad in Three Men and a Little Lady, and that for that reason he will always be
That's
a
got
prick.
fuck all to do with this.
No, get fucked. It's like how I stand on your man from Gerald's Game in that, because he was an arsehole in Double Jeopardy. Therefore, he is permo an arsehole.
Nah, I'm not getting you that.
Get fucked.
There's only one bad guy in this fucking film.
Aye, and it's fucking Heath's dad for a movie done about 10 years before this one.
Terrible. But I've got that one. Fuck off.
Nah, fine. So we have a brand new category to introduce. The David Boreanaz School of Accents. Now, why have we called this category the David Boreanaz School of Accents, Ross? Tell the people. The people have to know.
Well, have you ever seen a wee show called Buffy?
Once or twice, once
Right.
or twice.
Now, I don't know if you remember, but they go back to David Boreanaz, who's Angel in it, to his roots in Ireland.
Yep.
And his accent might possibly be the worst fucking thing ever.
Oh, it's
Which-
so bad.
Which they persist on him keep doing throughout his whole flashback bit.
Like, even up to season 7, when there's flashbacks to
Yes.
Angel, and it's like, what's a pretty little girl like her? What?
Yeah, it is terrible.
Ainsley does a good one. Oh, it's dreadful, man.
Yeah.
It's dreadful. So we've decided that if the category is needed, if anyone's accents are that bad, we will introduce them to the David Boreanaz School of Accents.
Yeah.
And our first entry is Alan Tudyk.
Aye. His accent in this is just... I'm saying it is. I don't even know what it is.
No, I thought he was supposed to be Scottish at the start, and then it goes a bit Irish, and then he goes a bit like London.
Yeah, it's very... I think he's just trying to hit every region of Britain.
100%. Aye, they just went, you're a poor guy from Britain. They went, say fucking less.
Yeah. And sometimes he even tries to do it in the one sentence.
Yeah.
It is fucking remarkable.
Yeah, it's awful. It's so bad. Like, every time Alan Tudyk opened his mouth, me and Ross were like, say that again. Like,
Yeah, I don't understand. I get it, he's an American actor, but he is very good in this movie.
yeah.
Like,
He's so funny.
His comic timing in that, I mean, he's more of a comic actor nowadays,
Yeah.
but it's spot on. But fuck me, man, get a guy that can do the accent.
But what I'll never understand is, like, as directors, are they not hearing that? Do you know what I mean? Like, see, like, now, I'm not saying anything against Mel Gibson's Scottish accent in Braveheart, but see that bit where he goes, every one of you will die today. And it's like, did you know why I do that again? No, did you know why I take a take two? And then, like, even in modern times, we're coming back to Barry Keoghan. Barry Keoghan in Saltburn was supposed to be for Liverpool. What part of Liverpool are you for?
Yeah.
And the fact that then, after seeing his terrible Liverpool accent in that, they've cast him as fucking Ringo Starr in
Yeah.
the upcoming Beatles movie. Are you mad?
Oh, it's a disgrace, aye.
But I never understand, like, why directors, why, one, they don't hear it, or two, like, are you just lazy? Like, you can surely turn around and be like, babe, the accent's not working, let's just
Yeah.
go with your normal voice.
My only reasoning I can think of is, like, the director's not British,
Yeah,
he's American, so maybe he's not going to care.
yeah, true.
But then Heath Ledger's not British either.
Yeah.
I mean, he's Australian, yet his accent's fine in this.
Yeah, totally.
So I think it might just be laziness on their part.
I have just been like, oh, fuck it.
Yeah.
Because you'd think Mark Addy would turn around and be like, my guy.
Aye, right, hold on a minute.
Aye, like...
And then it's one of them, it's to think of American audiences, so maybe that is not pleasing, but it's more palatable to them.
Aye, that's what Americans think we all sound
Aye,
like.
and it's because of stuff like that.
So, who have you got in a different movie?
Well, do you, I guess?
Alan Tudyk.
Yes. Who have you got?
I've got everyone. I've got... Like,
I'm with you.
Where are you getting hair dye in medieval times? Laura Fraser's hair is green, and fucking Jocelyn/Fox's hair changes colour about 10 times.
Yeah.
Like, where are you getting streaks? What is this medieval hairdresser? Like, everyone is... Like, do you know what it is? Do you remember that show Don't Tell the Bride? And they used to have, like, themed weddings. This is a 2000s themed medieval night. Do you know what I mean?
I've got you, yeah. No, fair enough. Aye, everybody is out of place in this film, I'll give you that.
Hint it.
Fuck, I wish I said that now.
I'm so smart. Do you have an I'm out?
Nah.
No, I'm the same as you.
Nah, I mean, for the movie being 2 hours 12, it doesn't feel it because there's not a lot of filler in this.
Yeah, no.
Everything, like, has its purpose to the story,
Absolutely.
which I'm happy for, especially when I seen it was 2 hours 12, I was like, oh, fuck. But no, I'm okay with the length of this.
Totally, I'm the same as you. Right, will we dive into our 0 out of 10? I know.
Aye, so this week we've got the movie Presence.
Right, now trips. Somebody's going to tell us that we're wrong, and to that I say, your opinion is valid, but not here it's not. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? We really wanted to go see this movie. It was on trailers for ages and ages. Like, this is a Soderbergh movie. Lucy Liu was in it, and I'm not saying Lucy Liu pulled me to see this movie, but I haven't seen Lucy Liu in fucking ages. I was like, oh, there she's back, right, smashing. From the trailer, it looked like the movie was going to be from the point of view of a ghost. Yeah. And we were like, that's really interesting. This will be great. Now, we've had this conversation a lot this week because we've been to the cinema to see a couple of movies that were not perhaps what was advertised, right? And this one, we were like, whoever made that trailer needs sacked. Like, the trailer was like, best horror movie ever and all this kind of thing. So, I mean, when something says that, like, every poster says this is the horror movie of the year. So you're not going in with that. But we were like, okay, it's going to be scary. But we were sorely disappointed. Sorely disappointed. So, spoiler alert, it's more in the vein of like a sad ghost story where there's nothing really... Like, I think the only thing that would have made this quote-unquote a horror is the fact that the subject matter is about a ghost. There is nothing horrifying about this movie at
there's
all.
a couple little bits where he makes a noise or something happens, but there's nothing...
Shiggles,
yeah, and going back to the trailer thing is, when did this start becoming a thing?
See, yeah, it's been a while, and it's like... Do you know that way for teaser trailers when it's like a minute 20 and you're like, ooh, that looks interesting, and then they bring out the full trailer that's like 4 minutes long, and I'm like, I guarantee you the end of the movie's in that fucking trailer.
Like, I don't know if the director has a say on the trailers, because from what I'm aware, that I think it's that, remember with Suicide Squad? That's when I first noticed it.
Yes!
That they done like a super serious trailer, and then because of Deadpool, they changed it up.
The Bohemian Rhapsody trailer,
So I wonder... I mean, it's probably happened before that, but that's when I first got my eye in on it, that they're doing this to totally do it, like, change this to something else, which is bang out of order.
Yep.
Like, that should not be a thing, in my opinion.
I fully agree. This movie's just... It's not that long, but it feels long. Yeah. This feels like a 4-hour movie. The script is awful. It is so badly written. The actors aren't good in it. It's so clunky.
Yeah. It feels like almost like a rehearsal for a play, but it's like it's just started.
Yes.
Like, they know their lines, but they're not really getting into how it's meant to play out.
The script's just off to the side for them to glance over.
Yeah, it feels like they've just had one run at this, but that'll do.
Yeah. For it being a movie about a family, this family has no chemistry at all.
Yeah.
One of the subplots of the movie is that the mum favours the son over the daughter, and there's a scene where the dad is trying to be like that to the mum. You've got 2 kids, but the dad looks like he has no skin in the game.
Yeah.
Whoever plays the dad, I recognised his face, but didn't recognise him enough to look him up, and he's not very good. Lucy Liu is given a 2 performance.
Yeah, she just doesn't look bothered in this.
No, and it's like, you can't tell. Do you know that way? I think if there was better actors, it could have been like, oh, this is an argument they've had many times before and all this kind of shit. There's no chemistry between the family at all. You do not buy that they're a fucking family. And in the nicest way possible, big love to Julia Fox. I absolutely love that queen. The second she walked in as the fucking realtor, I was like, so we're not taking this movie 100% seriously. That's okay. That's okay. Julia Fox knows who she is, and that's okay. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I'll give you that, aye. One of my issues with this movie is the ending.
Yes.
And it has the problem where it has a twist ending to sort of tie it all together, but it's not that good of a twist. Plus, you know how I feel about once you know the twist of these big plot changes and that, there's no point in watching it.
Yeah,
There's no point in watching this movie to begin with.
Yeah.
But having this doesn't fix it.
Now, I don't agree with your twist take, or your take on twists, but with this movie I do. The twist ending didn't make it any better, and I was more annoyed because I feel like it just went from 0 to 10. The whole movie was running at a 2 at best, lacking energy, cardboard performances, awful, and then the end ramped up to a 9 and then went straight back down to a 2, and I was like, what the fuck just happened?
All for 5 minutes.
Yeah, and do you know that way, it was one of those movies, kind of like another one we've seen recently, but I don't want to say anything, where we left the cinema being like, was that good? And then by the time we got home, we'd talked to ourselves into no, it was kind of shite, wasn't it? But do you know that way, the whole walk out the cinema, we were like, oh my god, this is so good, yeah, and maybe that bit was kind of weird, and then by the time we were 5 minutes away from the house, you were like, just admit it, Lauren. I was like,
shite.
no, it was shite, it was shite. But I feel like this is one of those movies where if you say you didn't like it, it's like, oh, you don't respect highbrow horror.
It's not horror.
I love a bit of elevated horror. A24 can do no fucking wrong in my eyes, apart from this fucking movie. There was nothing elevated about it. It was just, there was so many cool, what could have been cool aspects to the movie that just fell so fucking flat. I even wonder if the casting had been better. Would the movie have been better? Would you have had more of an emotional hook by the twist? Fucking lot of pish.
Aye, the only other movie I can think of where it's the ghost POV is the others. That's not a good movie either. So I'm starting to think maybe it's just not a good fucking
vehicle.
It's not a good way to do your story.
Okay, stunning, right? Okay. Oh my god, I forgot all about the others.
It's a fucking shocker of a movie.
So next week for 0 out of 10, obviously this whole episode has been a viewer request. Next week is just going to be an our idea episode, but the 0 out of 10 is a viewer request of just fucking watch it and watch how bad it is. So I'm kind of buzzing. So next week we'll get that one in and all. So that's basically 2 viewer requests. How fucking good are we?
We'll probably spend more time on the 0 out of 10 next week than the actual movie.
Yeah. We'll be like, right. Speaking of next time, we have some family-friendly fun coming your way. It is the 30th anniversary of a friendly classic. Take from that what you will. And we'll see you guys in 2 weeks. Bye!
Bye! What doing?